I would love to say it's good to be down in Tassie. I'll be honest. I'm really, really struggling to come to terms with that. This is my maybe new home now. I got off the plane. It was so cold. I wanted to go back on.
How good's that?
Actually, it made me uncomfortable. Last night after the show, I was freezing. Had to wear a jumper on stage for the first time, pretty much since the Melbourne Comedy Festival. It was just
Think
horrific.
of all the sick outfits you can now wear on stage. I'm talking jackets, leather, coats, hats, whole lot. A scarf wouldn't go astray.
Oh, you shouldn't. I reckon scarf is like the Tassie version of shorts. You shouldn't be doing a scarf on stage.
No, a scarf is not on at all. That would make me upset.
James McCann, the bloke who opened for me in Adelaide a few nights ago, he boldly tried a scarf. He was like, I'm going to try something new tonight. I'm going to go a scarf. And it was like not a thick one.
Was it cold?
No, it was purely, he's like, I think he thought it could get some laughs. It was one of those thin scarves. Like, not even scarves. You know, it's like,
like
cloth.
just like width thin.
Yes, and they wrap it round and they create a scarf out of almost like a tablecloth type material. I think during a joke he flicked it off. I was like, I'm not sure if it was a bit beforehand.
Man, I think he wanted to wear a scarf on stage, and then he came up for a reason for that after.
He was justifying it pretty heavily in the green room, but I wouldn't recommend it. I didn't love it.
I don't like a scarf.
Yeah, no, it's been good down in Tassie. I've got 2 shows here next week, by the way. I'm wrapping up the tour in Launceston and Hobart, which is obviously the dream place to wrap up a 70 to 80 date tour. Is in the colony of Australia.
It's the real Australia, mate. Okay, you've been fucking around with all those mainlanders who don't know what they're doing. I have to venture onto the mainland. I'm dreading it. I got Gold Coast Thursday, and then Brisbane shows Friday and Saturday. Tickets at loosebeers.com. But I may be wearing a hazmat suit because you don't know what those mainlanders have.
No, exactly. I'm worried about hanging out with you. Like, tomorrow you get out of quarantine, you're still a bloody Sictorian. All right?
No, I am Tasmanian through and through. Always have been, always will be.
Right, well, I'm nervous.
Dude, I am so excited to walk around and just do anything.
You are not missing much. I did that yesterday, and this place is old. That's all I've noticed. We drove from Launceston to Hobart, and all it is just creepy haunted town after creepy haunted town. Yeah. It's so weird. You go through like small towns, and there's like an old church that's like 100 years old, and then around it is just graves of the family who went to the church 100 years ago, and then they have a bakery, a post office, and a pub, and that's it. And then it's foggy at 3 p.m.
Mate, you would love that.
I hate it, dude. The fog bit. Oh, I'm counting the shows, dude. 2 more to go. Thank God.
You reckon you're 2 more shows until you retire the fog bit forever?
I was thinking.
Just put your leg in front of the camera. No worries.
Oh, it's not in front of the actual camera.
Just put your knee in front of the camera so I am talking to your leg instead of you.
It's only
That's
blocking.
Fine. And you know what? I reckon I'm just going to do the rest of the show like this.
It's going to be... it's only blocking your line of sight, so it's not blocking the viewers, so that's fine. I was thinking of asking you... Well, no, you are the... What are you of the fog bit again?
I'm the official representative of the fog bit. I'm the manager. I'm the agent of the fog bit. So... Retiring the fog bit really isn't your decision. I understand you wrote the joke, but it's not your joke. It is mine.
I know.
And as the representative of it, I think it still has a few more years left in it.
I actually, at the start of the tour, highly disagreed. And last night was just a true representation of, wow, this in-joke has well and truly run its course. I finished a Hitler joke, which was getting a mixture of laughter and oohs and discomfort in the room. And then there's that little like 2-second window. TikTok. There's some people from TikTok don't love that joke. I don't do it every show, right? It's one of those ones I chuck it in every second show, if I'm just like, fuck yous. And last night I was like, they're going to get it. And I was in that bit where I just did the Hitler joke, and then I went over and I took a quick drink of water, and someone picked the worst lull of the show.
Yeah.
Like, it would be like, to get a horn in that moment would have really saved it.
Man, how brutal would that be if people started taking horns to shows?
Oh, I got heckled by the bar staff last night.
Yeah.
It wasn't actually me. It wasn't actually directed at a joke. Some guy was like, "Oh, how'd you guys meet?" And then some guy was like, "Oh, I was sleeping with her friend, and that's how we met," or something like that.
Yeah.
It was like something hectic. And then I did a bit about it. It kind of like, and then it hit like a bit of the interaction where it was like, "Oh, this guy is digging himself a hole." It wasn't necessarily directed at me. And then the guy at the bar in this like weird, like again, at one window of silence, just goes. Like a cappella from the bar, and I was like, "Was that the bar staff?"
That's very disrespectful.
Yeah, it was so weird. Anyway, someone in that lull of just after the Hitler joke last night was like, "Fog bit." And I was like, what? I was like, if you're going to yell it, like, yell it.
Have some confidence. It's the best bit of all time. You need to be excited for it.
Dude, I go, all right, who here knows what the fog bit is? I'm not lying. There was like 150 people there. 4 people.
Oh, no.
For that bit, mate, it's had its day in the sun and out of the sun.
What's
happened? It's a fog bit.
Where are all of the Luke and Lewis supporters in Tasmania? We're about to enter the Tassie period of the show. We're going to need an audience to support us.
I copped one last night in Hobart. Look, Launceston was actually quite of a bit of a vibe. Hobart, oh my god, I copped 2 halloos, and 1 RSVP, and 4 people knew at the fog bit. So I think those 4 were actually just all of them repeating in jokes throughout the night.
Yeah, right. So in total 4.
I think 4
in Tassie. That's pretty good. And Greeley, that's 5.
Yeah, so one of them is a past guest. One of them's up for guest of the year. So that's not great. We were thinking of doing a live.
5 Tasmanian fans is nominated for guest of the year.
Yeah, dude, I was thinking of doing a. I was thinking of like we were talking about the possibility of doing a couple live podcasts. I reckon we don't bother.
I think we might have to scrap that idea. Yeah, I think that might be a cool idea. You know, it's great to have cool ideas.
You will actually have to let us know if you would show up to that. Otherwise, if we don't get like 50 people, let us know. We will not do it. Because
sound off below. If you're from Tasmania, you must speak now, or it'll never happen.
It'll never happen. There was even brief discussion of the Loogies being here because we didn't know where we'd be in December.
Yeah, and now you know where we'll be in December. Not here.
Not here. Fuck no. Right? They blew that. So
Yeah.
I was going to ask your permission, Lewis.
Yeah.
And I guess this will be good if we don't do the Loogies here. I was actually so the final fogging was supposed to be in Melbourne at my added shows at the Comics Lounge. They obviously won't be going ahead. We'll be refunding them during the week. I apologise, but that is out of my hands at this point. I've rescheduled them 3 times. It ain't happening. Can the final fogging be at the Loogies this year? One more fogging, and then we put it to bed, and I sell it on cassette and VHS.
Luke Kidgel, I have to accept a delivery. 1 second.
I was really leaving me there. What do you think, Kim? I mean, I know you don't have a say because you're not necessarily the representative, but
I think it's a good idea, and everyone can share. One more fog. One more.
Yes. Because I think a lot of the crowd in Adelaide will have already heard it because I've already done like 5 shows there this year. So if you've missed that, then I don't think many people will be hearing the fog bit for the first time. It will be interesting actually to see if it's well received upon a second hearing.
How's that for suspense?
Yeah.
Okay. More of Luke's merch. Look, there's 2 options. Okay, we could do the final flogging in Melbourne. Or, right, let me pitch this to you. As the official representative of the fog bit. What?
You've forgotten what I said.
What did you say?
I said we're not doing it in Melbourne. Can we do the final fogging at the Loogies?
At the Loogies. Yeah, the final flogging at the Loogies. Yeah.
Wherever that may be.
Yeah, wherever it'll be. So that's option one. Okay. Option two. Okay. You stop doing the fog bit forever. That's fine. Because it seems like you don't want to stop the fog bit. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the fog bit will never be performed again. Holy fuck. We could transition the fog bit to another comedian. You could pass it on. You know? And that way, as the representative of the fog bit, I could still make my money. Because as we all know, I get 7% of the ticket sales every time Luke performs a fog bit. I would like to pass that on to another comedian.
Maybe I should make my openers do it next year.
Every opener, you give them a script and you go, you must do this joke. And then from there, the show is just all downhill from there because the opener does the best bit of stand-up of all time and then you get on stage.
It is the best bit of stand-up of all time. Mate, you'd be crazy to think how much some crowds don't appreciate the best stand-up bit of all time when it's put right in front of them. Dude, it's crazy to think sometimes crowds will treat it like just every other bit of the show. Isn't that crazy to think about? It's
absolutely insane. I don't understand that. That's disrespectful, and I won't stand for it.
But yeah, so I think the Loogies this year, I mean, what about... But I'm not doing it on the live stream. It's not going to be on record because I need a profit out of this fog bit. I'm not... Neville... By the way, I want to state that very clearly. And I'm sorry for international viewers, but you will have a chance to view it, I guess.
Alright, I've unplugged the fucking roadcaster when I was getting the delivery.
Yes! Yes! Can we quickly wrap up this Loogies fog bit discussion? And then...
Yeah.
You need to make a decision.
Well, look... I will allow you to retire the fog bit.
Okay.
Hopefully that retirement will be temporary. It could be, let's call it a hiatus. But I do think it is a good idea as an agent, right, as a manager of the fog bit, I think we can squeeze a few drops of money out of this thing before it's over completely. So I'll allow you to retire it, but let's think about a few opportunities in the future we can get for the fog bit.
That's why I think it needs to stop being a live event. I think it now needs... Now we need to put it over to all the international people, the people who haven't had the opportunity to cop a fogging. Some people haven't seen my show. And I think now we really cash in on what is the greatest bit. Like, we've done the fan service. I've performed the bit. I've given some fog fans like what they so desperately yearned for. Over 10,000 people this year have copped a fogging on my tour.
That's great, and that's
great.
And
numbers.
That's like that's brilliant. And what we've done there is we've really established the legacy, and we've got a lot of goodwill with the fog bit. Now what I think we do is completely tarnish that and just cash in.
Yeah. Okay. Well, what about we do one final live fogging at the Loogies? Yeah. It will only be for the lucky people who are in the room, forever where we will choose. We're not sure which state it's going to be in yet. It definitely won't be in Sydney.
Nope. It won't be in Melbourne.
It won't be in Melbourne.
And we thought it could have been in Tasmania, but you guys have shown that perhaps that is impossible.
There was that would be a terrible final fogging because there'd be 4 people there. So maybe Adelaide and Perth looking quite good right now.
Yeah, so that's the competition. Sound off in the comments below. Adelaide or Perth, it's up to you guys.
Yes.
I think we have the final flogging at the Loogies. We record it and we sell that footage.
Okay, great. I was thinking as well of like, is it ambitious trying to write like a... I always had this idea. I've got a few new ideas, but I didn't want to like... Because there's the fog bit in its core element is the bit that I wrote 2.5 years ago, right? Which I could never get to work. That's the story. I have a few ideas for like a 2.0, fog bit, new and improved like version.
That's great, like a remake. That's good. Movies do that all the time. Can I pitch you this? The fog bit, the musical.
That's quite good.
3 hours, $150 a head.
All right, and Keelan's the lead.
Yeah, Keelan's the lead, That's what's great about a musical is you can just sell the script to a bunch of different casts across the globe and make money like that.
And then when Keelan's done a run, we'll get Ruben to fill in. And by the end, like, Devlin will be like just doing the lead role. After that, we'll probably outsource it to fans if you want to continue my legacy.
You will just lease the script out.
Yeah, great. Okay, well, it's sorted then. The Loogies will be the
Great.
final fogging. Because I thought it was going to be the last show of the tour, but that's not the case. That'll be the second last fogging.
Yeah.
But yeah, come to my shows, Launceston and Hobart. 2 more shows of the tour. And Lewis is doing shows as well.
Yeah, I'm doing them in Gold Coast this Thursday, and then on Friday and Saturday I have Brisbane shows both nights. They're going to be great. The tickets are going crazy now that people have realised, oh shit, they're actually happening. So loosebeers.com, grab your tickets, and then in November I have a bunch of other dates as well. I will see you there.